hour. Guys, it's not only 10-step beauty routine that Koreans have. Their sunscreen protection routine is so elaborate. They wear a hat, they wear a this, they wear. This is why I find it very funny when people who live in Lagos under the hot, scorching, intense UV rays of Lagos, you are putting your trust in Korean sunscreen. Even the Koreans do not put their trust in their sunscreen. Koreans do not put their trust in sunscreens alone. So people always ask, Samuel, why is it you're always fighting Korean sunscreen? You're always fighting Korean sunscreens. Guys, I really do not have anything against Korean sunscreens. However, the problem is this: the way we trust it, the way we trust Korean skincare, the way we trust Korean skincare is alarming. This hot scorching sun in Nigeria is what you are using a Korean sunscreen for. Even the Koreans would also go as far as wearing UV protective clothing, UV face hats, goggles, face shield, like a proper ninja warrior mode just to protect themselves from the sun. But why is this very important, guys? I need you to understand whenever you're picking up a product from a country or from a region of the world, you want to ask yourself, what are the regulations that these guys have for this product, and what are the concerns that these guys have for this product? For example, the Koreans are more worried about aging and wrinkles than from sunburn. Do you get? So you find that most Korean sunscreens or most Asian sunscreens have very high UVA protection. In fact, the Asians actually have a code, a system of rating the amount of protection you get from your UVA. So you find that Korean sunscreens will have like what we call the PA rating, which is basically the rate of protection, the amount of protection you get from UVA, as opposed to UVB. They're not very worried about UVB as they are worried about UVA. This is why I usually say if you're using your Korean sunscreens, they are best when you are indoors, because when you are indoors, UVB does not find you indoors. It's only the UVA that finds you indoors. Okay, so UVA will find you as long as the windows are open, and it's a longer wavelength. It's able to get into your skin, get into the dermis, and damage the collagen network. So the Koreans or the Asians do not want this at all. This is why they use extensive measures. Okay, and also, guys, wearing sunscreen does not give you 100% protection from the sun. Sunscreen does not, there is no sunscreen on earth that gives you 100% protection from the sun. This is why it is very important for you to also practice sun avoidance, protective clothing, and other means of protection when you are worried about UV exposure. Guys, I hope I've cleared the air about my love-hate relationship with Korean sunscreens. I'm not saying that they are bad. I'm not saying don't use them. I'm not even saying that other sunscreens are better than them. I would say that the Koreans themselves do not trust their sunscreen 100%. The way you people are trusting it. Also, I'm not very pro sunscreen technology. So you find that there are new forms of sunscreens coming out. You find those transparent sunscreen. There is even a sunscreen that looks like a peel-off mask. There are sunscreens that look like mousse that you put on. I'm not very pro sunscreen new technologies, and I have a reason. The reason is this: in people of color, there is no proper study about sunscreens. Give me my typical normal tinted sunscreen. Guys, I've said this before. There are three things I am looking out for in a sunscreen. Number one, it must be tinted. Number two, it must contain some zinc oxide. This is me particularly. Also, and this should be you if you are worried about hyperpigmentation. So as a person of color, you're worried about hyperpigmentation and you want to get a sunscreen, look out for these three things. Number one, you need a tinted sunscreen. There are still some wavelengths that are not protected by your traditional sunscreens. This is where the tint comes in. Number two thing you're looking for, and this is a personal thing, I would usually prefer sunscreens that are zinc based. Zinc oxide is one of the most effective sun blocking agents till tomorrow, and it's very old school, very unproblematic, very well researched. So I'm a very big fan of zinc based sunscreens. Note I did not say mineral sunscreens, but basically sunscreens that contain some sort of zinc in them. I favor them a lot. And then you want multiple filters. One filter is not enough, two is not enough. Look out for products that have 3 filters, 4 filters, and all. I'm not very welcoming to experiment with new sunscreen technologies. Guys, in the olden days, para-aminobenzoic acid was a very popular sunscreening agent. It was a breakthrough sunscreening agent, but after a while, we discovered that it accumulates in your skin and your body is not able to metabolize or process it out, leading to skin cancer. So whenever you hear people talking about sunscreen causing skin cancer, they're actually quoting the sunscreen of old, PABA. It's no longer used anymore, but at that time it was a new trending thing and everyone was jumping on it. This is why I'm not very quick to jump on any new sunscreen trends. There are trends I can jump on, there are new technological advancements I don't mind jumping on. But for sunscreen that is proper health care, I would rather use long-term known technologies in protecting my skin or protecting the skin from the sun. Guys, I hope this made a lot more sense to you. I don't hate Korean skincare. I don't hate Korean sunscreens. But y'all trust it too much. You guys have too much faith. You don't even believe in Jesus as much as you believe in Korean skincare. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends about my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.